What is up, everyone? I'm Ryan from Fireside Yankees, and in today's video, we're recapping the tie the Yankees had with the Boston Red Sox, 3-3. There was a lot of really impressive performances from a lot of important pieces on the team. Some young guys, some guys who are established players on this squad. We'll get into all of that, but before we get into anything with today's game, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you guys can be notified whenever we post. We've got you guys with highlights, daily podcasts, and of course, these post-game recaps. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Let's start off on the pitching side of the ball. Yoendrys Gomez got to start today. He was already reassigned to AA. He's on the 40-man roster. He's someone the Yankees are looking at to potentially even, fill a bullpen spot if need be, or be in the rotation if the Yankees need depth starting arms and he's able to fly through the minor leagues. He struggled with command today. He walked 3 batters, but that didn't stop him from preventing the Red Sox from scoring any runs. He only gave up 1 hit, struck out 4 batters, so all around an up and down performance. He has a 1.13 ERA this spring. You just hope he works on the command, but clearly the stuff was there today. Next was Jimmy Cordero, who's looking to make the roster, but he really struggled today. 3 runs given up, all of them earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, raising his spring training ERA to 5.06. I think his stuff is impressive, but this outing definitely isn't going to help him make the team. Again, I think the stuff is impressive. I really like, the movement. He has a really hard sinker. There are a lot of things to like here, but not his best outing. Albert Abreu came in. He threw 1 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 2 hits, had a strikeout, no walks, no earned runs, no home runs, nothing of the sort. He's continued to just quietly have a very impressive spring. He's one of those guys in the Yankees who I think gets very overlooked. He's a guy who I think has really good stuff. Is someone that the Yankees can rely upon to be in the back of that bullpen and give them innings if need be. He's got the hard sinker. He's got the sharp slider. He's got a pretty good arsenal all around. Then Ron Marinaccio came in, and he continues his impressive spring. He struck out the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts, no hits, no walks, nothing of the sort. An excellent performance from a guy who I think can become a high-leverage reliever for the Yankees. I view him as one of the Yankees' 4 or 5 best relievers just based on pure stuff. I mean, he's absolutely gross, so always good to see that. Greg Weissert, who's looking to make the team, especially with injuries to Lou Trevino and Tommy Cantley, tossed another scoreless inning today. He had 1 inning, 1 strikeout, no walks, no hits, no runs, nothing of the sort. He looked good today. He's had a pretty impressive spring training. His stuff is nasty. He's another one of those guys that, you got to watch out for at the back end of that bullpen who could potentially rise into a higher role, number 1. Or number 2, just make it on the Major League roster in general. He's an impressive arm. He's got wicked stuff, sweeping slider, hard sinker that's got plenty of run and tail. He's got the 4-seam fastball that he released from a lower slot, so it plays well with that dropping changeup. He's just got a really impressive arsenal. It's always been about command for him, and, if his command is even tolerable, he'll be a quality Major League reliever. DeMarcus Evans came in the bottom of the 9th. He threw 1 inning, gave up a double, but didn't give in a run, so bend but don't break. 1 strikeout, no walks, no runs allowed. He had an impressive outing today. He's a guy who has that cutter, kind of more of a vertical approach in terms of his delivery. He's very up-down. He's someone that I think the Yankees are interested in, but I don't think he's someone who's going to make the Major League roster. Definitely someone the Yankees are going to keep around, though, as depth. But that really covers the pitching side of the ball. No top prospects in terms of guys who are, no Will Warrens or, Randy Vasquez's, but Yoendrys Gomez is pretty damn close. And then a lot of guys who are just fighting for bullpen spots. But on the offensive side of the ball, we had quite the showing. Yes, the Yankees only had 3 runs, but they had 11 hits today. And let's talk about Anthony Volpe, who was leading off and playing shortstop and had himself a game. He went 2 for 4 with 1 strikeout, a home run, and a double. I mean, his impressive spring continues. He is really, really coming into his own. The Yankees said he was going to be given a chance to make the team, and if they're being honest, if this is true, if the Yankees are truly, giving him a chance to make the team out of spring, it's really hard to look at what he's doing and say that he doesn't deserve a shot. He's hitting .320 on the spring, .433 on base, .680 slugging, not striking out too much, has some good pop. He's looked really good. He has 3 stolen bases in 9 games. The Yankees are a team that needs speed, needs a consistent leadoff threat, and quite frankly, needs a jolt in that lineup. And I think Anthony Volpe can give it to them. He's been playing a lot of shortstop lately. He's been the most impressive player in spring training for the Yankees at the position. Quite frankly, I view him as someone that the Yankees should give major league consideration to, heavy major league consideration to at this point. I'm starting to lean more towards calling him up, and I'm someone who's been very vocal about the fact the logistics just don't add up for Anthony Volpe. He's played to the point where I'm starting to question whether those logistics are even logical at all. Maybe the Yankees should just throw caution to the wind and give him that shot. But I'll remain cautious. I'll remain, in the wait and see category here for Anthony Volpe, but so far it's been excellent. So far he's earned every bit of the hype. He's earned that job if he's going to get it. He's played phenomenal this spring, and this is a really good sign for the New York Yankees. We saw Aaron Hicks have a hit today. He went 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, misplayed a ball in left field, got picked off at first base, so a lot of ugly in between that single. He's hit well at the plate. He's hitting 286 this spring, but there are just certain plays that, it's just, you feel like you're kind of like worried about playing him, but I still hold confidence that he can be a quality left fielder, and by quality I mean just serviceable and do the job. The Yankees are going to need him to play because Harrison Bader's out, and they don't really know what they're going to do in the outfield in first place. They didn't know what they're going to do at left field before the Bader injury, and this further complicates things. So they're going to need Aaron Hicks to continue to hit, and they're going to need Aaron Hicks to provide the quality defense he provided last year in left field, though this spring training has not been not the kindest to him in terms of defensive highlights. Dominguez came in and he had a single in a 1 for 2 outing. He continues his hot spring. He's hitting 429 on the spring. He's slugging very well. He's continued to impress all spring training. I know that people want to put him at the major league level. I don't think he should be at the major league level, but he's certainly fighting for a spot potentially at AAA. Oswaldo Cabrera went 0 for 3 with a walk, so not his most impressive day. Ortega had a pretty big day. Yes, he only went 1 for 3, but that one hit was a rocket double. He continues to impress this spring. If he continues to hit the way he's been hitting, he's going to find himself potentially as a starter or as someone who makes this major league team, especially with the Harrison Bader injury. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa went 1 for 2 with a hit and a run and an RBI, and a strikeout. He stole 2 bases. He's had an impressive spring. There's no way to, for me to downplay that. I just don't think he's going to be someone who the Yankees are going to keep around. I still view him as someone the Yankees should trade and will trade. But with that being said, still a very good day for him at the plate. Billy McKinney went 1 for 2 today with a hit. He went 0 for 2 with a walk. Had a strikeout. He's someone who, again, the Yankees kind of just brought in as depth, especially at the first base position where the Yankees are very weak in the prospect pool. But there's that. Wilmer Difos was the guy who subbed in for Anthony Volpe at shortstop, though he wasn't a direct sub for Volpe in terms of where the lineup card is. He went 1 for 1. He's another guy who's kind of fighting for a roster spot. Hasn't had a great spring, but potentially could stick around in AAA and provide them some depth there. Andre Chaparro went 1 for 3 with a hit and a walk, so a pretty good day for Chaparro, who's hitting 333 this spring. He continues to turn in a very impressive spring training. I view him as someone that the New York Yankees are going to look at a lot at first base because the Yankees need the first base help, and I think he can give that to them. So personally, just looking at what he provides for the Yankees, the power, the on-base skills, he's just a very well-rounded prospect offensively. Lacks a lot in terms of defensive prowess, but at first base, you can kind of mitigate that. Just a really, really, really good bat here. Jake Bauers, another guy who the Yankees brought in for depth, went 2 for 2 with an RBI. And that kind of really wraps up the offense for the Yankees today. Overall, pretty good showing. 5 walks, 11 hits, and 34 at-bats. You're getting a lot of guys on base. That's what you love to see. Overall, really good day for the Yankees. I think they got a lot of, really good performances from some key guys. And at this point, the Anthony Volpe show, this is what this has become, right? I feel like every post-game recap that Volpe plays in or Jason Dominguez plays in, we're talking about one or the other because they just continue to impress. And it speaks volumes as to how good these guys are. And it's not like they were facing, some scrubs on the Red Sox. The Red Sox threw out Tanner Houck, who they anticipate to start for them. They threw out Chris Martin, who was one of their marquee free agent signings for that bullpen. And those were the guys that Volpe got a double and a home run off of. So, end of the day, I really view this as a situation where Anthony Volpe's hit against major league talent. We saw Jason Dominguez hit that blast against the Phillies off of Connor Brogdon, who was a very good reliever for the Phillies and was a big part of the World Series run. So these guys have shown they can hit quality pitching, and as they continue to do that, I think the Yankees are going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think Volpe is going to have a legitimate shot to make this roster. Michael Kay has said it. I've doubted it for a while, but the performance on paper and the performance on the field and just the off-the-field intangibles, everything is coming together for Anthony Volpe. I really think there's a lot of momentum here for him to get called up. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking us out. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Anthony Volpe should get called up to the major league level? Where do you think Jason Dominguez should start? I want you guys to tell me everything that you guys think about this game in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. You guys know to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where my man Sam is doing great work with the shorts. Our Twitter is ran by my boy Nick. He's got great tweets there constantly. And of course, you guys know to check out Empire Sports Media for all your New York sports content. I know Alex is writing articles left and right. He's got you guys written post-game recaps as well. And we've got you guys with all your New York sports content on Empire Sports Media. Turn on notifications, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Garcia ESM, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.